Okay, so let us see a question number 23, which is from operating system for 1 mark from GATE paper 2012. So consider the three processes P1, P2, P3, which is shown in the table. So these are the processes P1, P2, P3. These are their arrival times and these are the time units required for their completion. Now, the completion order of the three processes under the policies of FCFS and RR2R. So what is RR2? As given here, it's basically round robin scheduling with CPU quantum of 2 units of time. So let's first focus on FCFS and see what will be the result of FCFS applied over these three processes. So let me draw a queue here. At time is equal to 0, we can see arrival time 0. P1 enters. So I'll write P1 here. Now the completion time of P1 is 5 seconds. So P1 will run for 5 seconds, so 0 to 5. Now by the time we reach 5th second, both P2 and P3 have arrived. But P2 has arrived first because the arrival time is 1. So, and this is FCFS, first come first serve. So P2 has come before P3. So P2 comes here into the queue and it runs for 7 seconds. So 5 plus 7 is 12. And then after that P3 is remaining and P3 runs for 4 seconds. So we have 16. So P3 comes here. So when we apply FCFS, this is FCFS. When we apply FCFS, we get P1, P2, P3. So here we have P1, P2, P3 in option A. Option B gets striked out. Option D gets striked out. We have P1, P2, P3, even C. So either A or C is our probable answer. Now let's come to RR2, which is round robin 2. To implement RR2, let me just clear this so that we can use it. Okay. Now for RR2, let's have two things. One is a ready queue. So this is a ready queue. Okay. Let me draw it like this. And one, let's have a running CPU running. So here we'll list down the process which is running with the CPU. Now, as we can see, arrival time 0. So P1 comes first. Okay. So P1 starts running with the CPU, and we have 2 time units per process. So P1 runs for 2 seconds. So I'll reduce this by 3. And then while P1 was running 0 to 1 and 1 to 2, right? At that time, at this second 1, we have P2 arrived. So P2 will come into the ready queue, okay, while P1 was running with the CPU. And once 2 seconds are completed of P1, it will get out of CPU and it will go into the running queue. So P1 will come here. Okay, now P2 will come with the CPU. So here comes our P2, and P2 will run from 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. And while P2 is running, at third second, we can see at third second P3 has arrived. So P3 will come into our ready queue here while P2 is running. So once P2 is completed, P2 will come back to our ready queue. And all these three, and P2 has ran for 2 seconds. So we have to reduce this. This becomes 5 now. Only 5 is remaining. And now in the next cycle, as we can see, we have P1. So P1 comes here with the CPU and it runs from 4 to 5, 5 to 6. And again, this is reduced to 1, 2 units is gone. And P2 goes back into our, P1 goes back into our ready queue. Now next in the ready queue is P3. So P3 comes, P3 runs for 2 seconds. So I'll reduce this. P3 becomes 2. Then P3 goes into our ready queue. Let me strike this out. Then next is again P2. So P2 comes here into our CPU running state. P2 runs for 2 seconds. So this becomes 3 now. P2 is striked out. It goes back into the ready queue. Okay. Next comes P1. And now P1, only 1 second is remaining. So it gets completed first. It reaches 0. So in our options, as we can see, yes, RR to P1, RR to P1, same options. So we have to go further. So we are done with P1 now. Next in the queue is P3. So as you can see, P3 only 2 seconds are remaining, and after the time quantum of 2 seconds it will become 0. So after P1, P3 gets completed, which is our option C. So option C is the right answer.